What's up, dudes, dudettes? It's Tony Lane here of the Dude Network, and we are excited for this weekend of shows. Kicking it off tonight with our main dude, the Major League Eater. A lot of champions, but I know he just smashed some Cubans. Nick Wehry will be joining us alongside both co-hosts Damon and Johnsy here with us, stumbling. Woo! Guess who missed a week last week? This guy. So I'm going to shut up and let's get into it. Let's go.
Welcome to the Dude Network, where we chill and unwind. Food, sports, entertainment, the best of its kind. Grab your buddies, have a seat, let's have a good time. 4 nights a week, we'll make sure you feel just fine. Join us as we dive into the coolest trends. Dude Network, where the fun never ends. Dude Network, where the fun never ends. Hanging out with the dudes and dudettes. Talking about the things we love, no regrets. Tune in, relax, and let the good vibe flow. The Dude Network, the place to go.
Garage beer.
We let you miss 1 week. 1 week we let you miss 1 week, and you just can't get an intro right.
And I didn't even mention garage beer in the intro, like all the way failed. So
hold on, tell him, Damon.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what about the sponsor? What happened to that?
I just let him down. You know?
Okay, well, I got you. Garage beer right here. That's real.
Hey, garage beer. Yeah. We already had enough of them today, actually. So
well, hey, there's no such thing as too much.
Gardening is hard.
Beep holes. Everybody's got them, and they stink.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I wonder how many gallons of garage beer Nick can drink. That's a good question.
Like if it was like an actual garage beer drinking competition.
You got 5 minutes to just chug as much as you can.
Ooh.
There's an endurance challenge to this as well.
Yeah, I think that guy,
because there needs to be like an hour period at the conclusion.
I think the 20 to my 100 guy.
Yeah,
he's got garage beer drinking down to it.
Yeah, I want to see Nick against that dude. Let's ask him. Let's bring him in. Our Major League Eating Champion of the world, Nick Wehry. What's up, dude?
What's going on, guys?
Good. We can say that because you were a world champion Cuban sandwich eater most recently.
Yeah, the Cubans, that was a good contest. Second contest, the record was 23, I believe. I went in 8:27, in 8 minutes. So it was pretty solid. It was not
bad.
It was a good day at the office. Yeah,
absolutely. What is it about
you just weren't even that hungry that day then?
Yeah,
only 27.
I feel you left a little meat on the bone, and we can't believe you didn't even get 30.
Oh, man.
So what is it about the Cubans that you just absolutely love, man? Because you crushed that last year too.
Yeah, I think it's a food that's definitely Cuban sandwiches are delicious. There's obviously a lot going on in there, but they're kind of sharp, because they're pressed. And so I think there's a lot of people with a lot of common sense and logic that says this is very difficult to eat quick because it's sharp and it's maybe cutting my mouth up or difficult. Where I'm lacking in certain areas, maybe common sense and logic, and I really want to win. So you give me something super delicious, and then you combine that with my hatred of losing and wanting to win, and it's a perfect storm.
Man, I tell you, a good Cuban sandwich is.
It's super legit. I can even overlook the pickles because I'm not a pickle guy, but in the synergy of the sandwich, it works.
Got to respect the flavor profile. Got to respect
that's
it.
What I'm saying. When it's just a simple sandwich like that with 3 layers or whatever, it's not very much to a Cuban. But each flavor has its absolute personality in there.
Yeah, it works. It's everything individually is the rug that ties the room together.
Right.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And you were down in what is it, Tampa Bay, where that was at?
Yeah, I was right basically Tampa or Ybor, right there at JC Newman Cigar Factory. Nice. 114 years old or something like that, or 130 years old. Family-owned cigar factory, just amazing people, kind of just celebrating culture and food and music. It was
Don't, don't. It's the eye of the tiger, and he's looking to eat.
Oh boy!
Well, it was a good show.
I think it's a great show.
It's a good one. And this
my.
weekend, they'll do bologna show there, but
Nick,
yeah, that was a good one.
you're gonna have to repeat what that was. That was a good one because you went full Mr. Roboto, and all we heard was it was a good one. We're like, cool.
No. I was just enjoying being here in Knoxville, Tennessee last weekend, doing the ultimate bologna showdown. So as much bologna, smoked bologna as you can eat in 8 minutes.
Now Damon's on board with that. Okay,
I was about to say, whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 4-ounce slices of bologna smoked from Dead End Barbecue and Elm Hill Meats, stacked on top of each other, 1 pound per plate. So I managed to beat number 2, who's Pepper Letty, and number 5 in the world, that was Mickey, get third with 10 and 5/8 pounds of bologna in 8 minutes.
Dude, my fingers are
That's
touching.
a whole chub.
Yeah, that's more
the whole show.
That might be 2 of them. I don't know.
Never mind.
Yeah, it was enough. It was enough. It's definitely one of those things that's pretty difficult to eat in contest and different texture and just the same flavor and over. But like, crowd was amazing. Elm Hill makes a great bologna, and Dead End did a great job smoking it. So that was a fun weekend out there in Tennessee. Beautiful out there.
Dude, you're going back up. This is airing Friday, so you have a contest tomorrow, correct?
Yes. So tomorrow
back in Tennessee.
Yeah. Flying out to Memphis to go to the Smoke Slam 2025 and go there. They have a huge barbecue cook-off, live music. Like Gina Neely's going to be there. Some awesome like social media people and like the huge barbecue thing. But we're doing pulled pork sliders. So we're going to see who can eat the most pulled pork sliders.
Well, we'll try to save you a crowd for Memphis in May. We're going to bring the noise, though. So just, I'm not going to lie.
No bloody noses. No bloody noses.
This is when I found out it was torture. I was like, dude, no way you're going to be across the street. And I'm like, oh, I can't go. So yeah, but I'm pork sliders. So are they going to be on like Hawaiian slider rolls? Are they going to be on standard? Have they give you any intel here?
I don't have any intel on that. I'm assuming something like like a King's Hawaiian or something like that type of slider roll. But they did say sliders. Don't know exactly, but I imagine they're going to be pretty pork and sauce heavy because they'll go down faster and they'll be bigger numbers.
There you go.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully no cheese.
Oh,
sorry, John Z. Yeah,
no,
go ahead.
Yeah. Will that be a how many sliders, or would that be a weight one too?
That'll be how many sliders. So I would imagine what they're going to do is I'm going to guess the sliders would be like 2-3 ounces a piece. So if it was like 3 ounces a piece, they'll probably put like 5 to a plate, or do like 2 ounces a piece to 8 to a plate or something.
How do they measure it in pounds?
But
I don't know, man. I like the poundage on that because you can have some discrepancy on them sliders. And just saying, meat can dribble out the side if you're a smasher. So
they may even do it. So like, let's say it was going to be 8 to a plate. They may take the 8 buns and top it with meat and do like a pound per plate type of deal. So at least the plates are trued up. So you can, if somebody ate 12 plates, somebody ate 15 plates, somebody ate whatever, it's more or less as true as you can get it. Because there are definitely people when they eat, they start kind of, crop dusting food debris everywhere, which is frustrating.
Allegedly.
Folks, this is all for entertainment purposes only.
We would never accuse erroneousness on the dude. Never.
Yeah.
This is all in good theory and jokes. This would never happen.
Yeah. So we'll see. But that should be it's the first one of its kind, so that should be a fun one. I'm excited to see where those numbers go.
So this is the first one, or they've done it before? First time.
First time, man.
Nice.
Man, we're gonna have to follow up on the
pulled pork. It's got to be a good sauce because pulled pork gets rich, bro.
Well, if it's Memphis, it's going to be that Memphis barbecue. And I know there's like sauce on the side is their style because they do that dry rub ribs. Memphis does.
I would prefer it like that personally, with the sauce on the side. Like I don't. If I do pulled pork or even ribs, I prefer dry rub style. That's personal preference. And actually, for me in contest, that would work out better because they're not going to be quite as fast if they're covered in sauce. The people with a bigger capacity could probably get them down a little bit faster.
Okay.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
See, yeah, would not have even thought of that strategy. Okay.
But here's something I'm thinking about at the same time. You just went from like Cubans, and now you're gonna do slider rolls, and now you always do hot dog rolls. Is there a difference, or is it bread is bread?
No, definitely a difference because like if they are King's Hawaiian, like this is non-dunking. The pulled pork, so it can't be dunked in water.
Yeah.
But even when you're drinking water, like a King's Hawaiian does not absorb water like a hot dog bun does. Hot dog buns are pretty absorbent.
Yeah, they're real airy. Airy. Yeah.
But sometimes they got them sliders that are basically not much smaller than a hamburger bun, and they call them a slider.
So if it's like that could be hard. Or if it's like almost like the Kaiser sliders, that's going to be a little bit different. It'd be a little bit scratchier.
Okay.
Definitely. What if the pressed bread doesn't absorb water real well at all because it's all skished? So,
man,
Kaiser, that's kind of a denser bread too.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Honestly, the slightly, I won't say slower the food is, the more difficult it is, and less basically conveyor belt the content is, the better it kind of plays for me personally.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. All this talk makes me want to put a big stack of pulled pork on a dinner roll.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but in my head that sounds so good right now. I'm saying, like, we're talking about all these different breads, and I was like, in my foodie world, I was like, I bet that would be really good on a dinner roll. Squirrel. All right, so so Nick, do you have a idea of how many sliders it's going to take to win?
Poundage.
Based on,
I have a poundage idea because I don't know if they're going to be like 2 ounces or 3 ounces. So
let's guess it. Let's guess it, boys. Let's guess how many pounds it's going to take to win Saturday. Damon or Johnsy, go all noodle on it. Just spit out your answers when you're ready.
Buns and everything. We lost 6 pounds.
Oh, I want to go way higher than that, I think. I'm going to go.
I was going to say 7.5.
I was thinking 16.5 because that's like a mass. So that's about eating. That's about eating a whole pork butt with bread. If I had to say, yeah. So maybe I'm going way too big. Okay, 16 is a lot. I went hard there. What's the number? Is it 6, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess, like, just based on how I'm assuming they're going to construct the sandwich and how fast they're going to go. It's probably going to be about 12, 13 pounds of sliders.
Wow.
Oh, my Lord, dude.
Yeah, that'll vary, but probably between 10 and 15 because if they're super sauced, so the buns are already absorbent, it'll lean more towards that like 14-ish mark. If they're kind of on more like a dry rub side where we have to drink a decent amount of fluid, it's going to lean more towards that like 11 pound mark because we're going to need more. It just takes up more real estate, so. Yeah,
that's still. I just can't. I mean, I've done a couple of 10-pounders. I can't imagine just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat that tomorrow. No, like, with bread. No, yeah, with bread. Don't worry, folks.
In a way, I'm jealous. Because when you like cook up a couple, you're like, God, that's so good. And in the back of your head, you're like, I wish I could eat this whole brisket. But Nick's world, he can do that.
I've never once said that to
myself.
A
gift and a curse till you go to the
I have. Oh, I'm gluttonous as shit. If I could eat a whole brisket, I'm eating that whole brisket.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, when people go to the fair and they see, like, you know, that turkey leg and the giant mozzarella stick and all the different cool fair stuff, and they're like, what are we gonna get? They get one thing, maybe two. What's the best case scenario? They get 3. Because they get full.
And do they even finish it all?
Right. If Nikki and I wanted to, when we go to the fair, we're going to be like having to put another mortgage on the house. It's like we pretty much go through. Like, I need 4 $17 turkey legs.
Is that a real problem you have? Do you have to pre-eat before going to a festival? Like, are you capable of just having two slices of pizza? Are you capable of having just two slices of pizza?
This man's physique.
I can. Yeah, I eat normal.
For all I know, he's doing he's burning 8,000 calories every morning with the workouts he's putting himself through. I mean, good God, his veins have veins.
I normally try to just eat. If I want to eat ice cream, pizza, cookies, whatever, barbecue, I'm going to eat typically a reasonable amount of it, not like 12 pounds of it, but I'll probably have a few sandwiches. But I'm capable of just going if one of the kids has a birthday to go to or any of that stuff, I'm capable either not eating the cake or just eating the little kids cupcake they give to you and all that stuff.
Right.
Just having fun and moving on.
Do you ever?
Hell yeah.
Do people in your life ever mess with you guys? Like when you guys show up to those things, like, oh man, we didn't bring enough food for these two.
That is, every single time. They're gonna be like,
do we need to make another turkey?
And all the other stuff. And
how bad do you want to punch them?
The funny part is, and this is gonna sound really mean, and but these family members or friends will be like, oh, do you think you could not eat all the desserts or this, that? Meanwhile, they're 65 pounds overweight and eat doo-doo on a daily basis. And they're asking me if I can have some form of self-restraint. And which is fine.
Like, I work out 4 hours every day at least.
It's like
you're like
all
literally
you guys,
going up
I think, via social media have seen what I eat on a normal daily basis, the toxic waste that people think it is.
Yeah.
Do you ever go when Uncle Charlie says something about your intake or what you're about to? Do you hold it up? You're like, "What's that, Uncle Charlie?"
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry.
You want to take it to the
show? You're like, you only saw this in your Popeye cartoon.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't hear you over my swell.
Yeah, no, I'm used to it. There's a compliment in it somewhere that you're paying attention to my routine.
Right.
Find that silver lining. That's why we love Nick right here on the Dude Network, right there. That's why he's our guy. All right, so you got Nathan's Hot Dog coming up. How's the training coming up for the Super Bowl? I know you're doing all these comps to kind of gear up for that, get your stomach in shape, get your caloric in shape, all that. How's it going?
It's going good, man. Things have been going good. I started kind of early on and off this year. Obviously, I got the best training partner I could possibly have with Miki out there yelling at me or telling me she knows all my little nuances, and she knows if I have a bad practice, I'm going to be poopy pants about it and this, that, and the other. It's like if I have a bad practice, it's kind of like, to put it in perspective, when the Packers lose on Sunday, a game they were winning by 2 touchdowns. It's one of those days where it's like, just leave me alone maybe for 24 hours. Because I'm going to, and even when I say I'm over it, I'm not over it. I'm going to revisit it until next Sunday. It's going to continue. But no, it's going well. I have, the qualifier is in Parma at Parma Ribbon Rock on June 5th. So really excited to go back there for that. Go take that title, qualify for Nathan's. I'm very, as much as the prep has been up and down, I am in better, eating shape now than I was probably until about the week before Nathan's last year. So I'm pretty excited about it.
Oh, wow. And last year you did 53?
In Parma, I did 48 and a half.
Right. At Nathan's, you did better, right?
Yeah, well, there's that whole debacle, but there's the 51, and then there's the whole back and forth. But I know that my best practice last year was I got 60 in 12 minutes.
Oh, okay, 60 and 12.
Yeah, that was my best practice at the end of last year, and then people who were like, "Oh, you didn't need 60." Well, if I didn't need 60, I probably need 5. Miki was there, it was right in the backyard. They were Nathan's cased. They were 43-gram buns. Everything was contest conditioned. Obviously, we do 10 minutes. But if you can eat 60 and 12, you can eat 60 and 10. You just got to get yourself in gear.
Damn.
Oh,
that's
getting it, bro.
Clipping that. That's an interesting point of view. Just take minutes off, pussy.
If you can do it in 12, you just got to be better and do it in 10. Yeah, 10 more. Yes, sir.
Such a flex, dude. Such a flex. That was fun.
Talk it up.
So what else?
Man.
Okay, so you're our guy, man. We're pulling for you always, and we're also pulling for the better half. Mickey as well, as she's going for what is it like number 8 of the pink belts?
Number 11.
Yeah, I was like, it's double digits now.
Yeah,
I didn't know how long they've been doing it, but I know she's owned all of them. I know that.
It's like 11 or whatever. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
She don't come on the show, so boo.
she's doing sure.
I didn't mean it. He told me to do it for the show. I swear it was his idea. I know she's gonna watch. So always frozen. Always frozen. What a time to be frozen.
No, you're good. You guys will probably start for a little bit later in the year. More like a speed at the very end, getting ready for kind of just with Jesus out of my for 12 months out of the year.
All right. Well, what do you got pulled up here, Damon? Is that the rest of the?
That's Johnsy, but yeah.
No, Johnsy. Oh, what do you got there?
If you want to follow along.
Okay.
Stuff, not that we're getting out of here.
But, no.
They even
I
have
saw it down there. What's
the Hungry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a Sunday in Massachusetts, somewhere in Massachusetts that we did, and hers was like all nicely stacked and put together, and they gave me mine. It was like the leaning tower of too much whipped cream. I was like, okay, great, that's great. But that was I think it was like a 9-pound ice cream sundae in Massachusetts.
Oh, dude, those jerseys are sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are pretty cool. Yeah, those came out pretty nice. We got to do the 2025 iteration.
Look, so you can just see like they don't look like me out there shoving down 60 hot dogs. But if you just, there's nothing but records here in this house. So
the standards are high.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So jump on in there, give them a follow. It's thehungrycouple.com. Really easy to remember.
Yeah. Nick, we are going to go over the rest of your comps here, and we're going to play a fun game of Guess the Weight. Where you're going to say what comp that you're going to be doing after this weekend and after Nathan's, of course, and anything in between. And we're going to guess the weight, and we're going to see what last year, and you're going to kind of roughly idea of how much it's going to take to win. So let's see how close we get. So what do you have coming up? Do you have anything after Memphis and before like Nathan's other than the qualifier?
So I have the Salvation Army like World Donut Eating Championship in DC in early June. Yeah.
Okay, so is that full donuts or the donut holes?
No, full glazed donuts.
And do you go by total donuts or weight?
Total donuts, and I'll just say they're closer to like grocery store glazed, probably a little bit bigger than you would think, like not like a Krispy Kreme glazed where it's like they just disappear.
All right.
Yeah, like the big fluffy kind
like
of
legit, something. Yeah. They are donuts. They're not cake.
What number? I'm going to go with 43.
It's 8 minutes, by the way, if that matters. 8 minutes.
Okay. 37. I thought it was 10.
You only get one shot.
Okay, 43. F it. It might still be the number. No, I'm going to go with 43. You're right.
62.
Because I was
62. Holy cow.
Yeah, I was like 32. So
okay.
So the winning number last year was a new record was set. 2 of us broke the record. I think I want to say 60, and James ate 70.
I was going to say 73. Dang it.
Yeah, James ate. So I would imagine it's probably going to, if the weather cooperates, I imagine it's just going to go up. Like that number's progressively.
Yeah, someone's going to hit 75 at least this year, I bet.
Now, I will admit, I'm glad I can't eat 60 donuts in one sitting. That is one thing I'm glad I will take that.
Dude, at my age, I can barely eat one in the morning anymore.
I know,
that,
bro. I'm like,
that much richness, like that early.
All that sugar and everything.
Yeah. I dunked them in hot chocolate. I dunked the donuts.
Okay, that's allowed.
Yeah, you could dunk them in any, like Mickey does coffee, typically hot coffee, because like the bitter kind of offsets the sweetness. I figure we'll just lean right into the diabetes.
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, give me the Bettis. Give me the Bettis.
Give me all that Bettis. Give me that prick in the gut. Jeez.
Oh,
But
man.
All right.
the thing is, man, dipping in that coffee, man, boosts that extra energy, man.
It's
Shot of
like it's
caffeine at the same
already painful enough, but like 60 donuts dipped in extra hot chocolate sounds a little more brutal. What do you got after that? Caloric intake of 8 million.
Strawberry shortcake in Mattatuck, Long Island in mid-June.
Okay, so the strawberry on top of the shortcake.
Well, it's the probably a brownie-sized piece of shortcake, and then a diesel pile of strawberries and goo, and whipped cream.
Okay, so is it by the pound or by,
Yeah.
how many minutes?
8.
Okay. Oh man, strawberries are sweet. That shortcake.
I mean, the donuts are.
All right, I had to
He's
go.
worried about the strawberries.
I went first last time. Yeah. So
right.
someone
14 pounds.
I was in the 17, 18 pound range.
Okay, I almost went there.
I'm
That's
gonna
a lot.
go
Guess I went the under.
15.3.
So those are all decent guesses. The record was set again last year. After the record had stood for about 5 years, 6 years maybe. And Jeff broke the record, I think, with 22 3/4 pounds last year. Something like that.
We did not have decent guesses, Nick. That was terrible. We were within 10 pounds of strawberries, which is like a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, so it's
Trying to be nice, man.
Now, I do wish I could eat that many strawberries in one sitting. That would be fun. I love a good strawberry.
It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it's fun.
Oof.
I wouldn't imagine the poo would be very nice the next day after that many
I
strawberries.
would think digestively, it's a little bit easier than doing like 9 pounds of Spam, eating that many strawberries.
Or 30 pounds of chub, whatever the hell you guys ate. That would be.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's but it's and the strawberries up there and like right there, like the Mattatuck Strawberry Festival in Long Island, like they're so fresh, so good, like real good.
Yeah, right.
Okay. All right.
See, that's the thing is where they're doing this is is in part of the country where it's like they make actually like really good stuff. So
Yeah.
that's also it's like he's not just going around eating garbage. It's like the best version of that food.
The prison sandwich eating champion.
Yeah.
Although if there was a prison food eating championships, I have a feeling I would do really well.
That's all.
If we're just eating tuna and oatmeal packets.
I've heard.
Or just a whole baked potato
It's really
halfway cooked
bland.
without anything in it. Not that I
Really
know.
bland. I've heard.
Yeah, not that I would know.
Yeah, no, some of my
no.
foods.
Why would you think that about me, Tony?
We know people who know people. It's okay.
I was talking
Now, Damon,
about
I
me.
understand why you might have.
I was leaving you out of the equation. I was speaking strictly on myself. I'm probably the only one that's in this room that's been in. Never mind.
Adult detention, that's a huge negative, sir.
No, in 2 different states.
You got me beat there.
One South Carolina, Damon, Horry County, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
That was a rough one. To be 19 again and an idiot.
Nah, I'm good.
If there's one stage I could take back, it's the coastal days. That's the one I would relinquish myself of. Anyways, what do we got after the strawberry shortcake? Yeah, we went down too much of a deep dive there.
Okay, so we're over 2. We're over
weeks of
2
practices, and then Nathan's, and then after Nathan's there'll be a slight break, and I'm imagining the next contest will be either straight blueberries, or ribs in Minnesota.
Minnesota has ribs and blueberries?
No, blueberries was in
Isn't it Grand Rapids?
in Michigan. Yeah, Grand Rapids. Blueberries is Grand Rapids.
Grand Rapids is a fun city.
Yeah, it was beautiful too. Real nice.
And then Missouri for ribs, you said?
Minnesota.
Or Minnesota for ribs.
Minnesota. Yeah.
Well, I'll be actually in Grand Rapids first week of June. Yeah, so blueberries. Okay. I'm going to go. Those are going to be.
Bro, it's got to be. Did you hear? It's got to be 26 pounds. 26
if they're doing
pounds,
22 pounds, yeah, I'm going 20. I hate the Bob Barkley, but I'm going to go 25.
You had to say it because I was going to say one. I was going to say $1 before you even said
one blueberry. Just one blueberry.
$1, sir. $1.
4 years of camaraderie right here in one show.
If they was at that high for strawberries, I'm gonna say it's in the 40 pounds of blueberries.
Now, what's going to be blueberries are actually harder. 2 reasons. One, they don't want us to drop a single blueberry. You got to be super clean with them.
Okay.
And it's so difficult to scoop that you almost go a little bit slower. So I think the winner only ate like 16 pounds.
Okay. Dang.
Wow.
Only.
Yeah.
So are you allowed to use like a solo cup?
No, you got to just scoop. They're in a giant bowl. The bowls are 5 pounds each. And you just got to hold the bowl like this and scoop these super tart blueberries into your face.
Oh, that's
so
hard.
Logistically, a little bit more difficult than the shortcake.
Okay.
But that's another one that as far as my body, as far as eating contest goes, is thrilled about a blueberry eating contest compared to some of the other ones.
Oh, right, I believe that.
What you eat, like, oh yeah, we get this. Yeah, come on, give us more.
We are getting fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
I'd say it like Theo Vaughn, that one clip where that guy said he tried to like off himself by like ODing on like vitamins. He's like, what are you trying to do? Like make yourself better? It's like, what are you trying to do? Like give yourself all the antioxidants? Like
yeah, but that one's good. And then ribs in Minnesota at Mystic Lake Casino up there in Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay, the ribs. Okay, so is that by the bone or by the poundage or by the rack?
They're on racks, but we do it by the pound, so displacement. Yeah.
Okay, so there's going to be. So are they boneless?
No, they're boneless.
So we got to factor that weight into it, boys.
Yeah, no, so like it's just displacement. You know, they do it by displacement.
You got to factor it
in. I want to go. Ribs aren't easy. Are they fall off the bone or they have a little tug on them? This is very important. This is for eating clean bones.
It's a little bit of work to get them off the bone. They vary year to year, I say, but a little bit, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go 13.5 pounds.
I'm going to barker your ass 14 pounds.
Joke's on you. It's under
19.
So that one's these are actually more difficult to do. Like ribs for us, the numbers are always way lower. It ends up being like I think 7 pounds is usually the winner, which ends up being to like cleaning like maybe three full racks. You cleaning them in.
Yeah.
Technically, I won, but being off by 50% does not feel like a win.
Yeah,
but
it does. Yeah. Congratulations, Tony. You did beat me, but yeah, we're 0 for everyone.
Technically, you beat yourself, but okay.
Well, whatever.
What's that? Okay. We got last one. What's the last one you're doing after ribs? I'm sure you're doing so much more after that, but for the over under.
I think that last one for the over-end, we'll do pork roll sandwiches in Jersey.
Oh,
another bologna contest.
2 slices.
Another
bologna. No, that ain't bologna.
2 slices of pork roll on a hot dog on a burger bun.
Okay.
2 slices. So
you go by pounds?
Like an inch, half inch.
Do you go by pounds or sandwiches?
It goes by sandwiches, so they're 2 of the thick cut slices, so it's maybe like that.
Okay.
Just on a regular 43-gram, burger bun.
Hot dog, burger bun, right. Okay.
I'm gonna go.
It's 8 minutes and it's dunking. You get to dunk.
Okay. Well. I'm gonna go 32.
Yeah. Pretty close. 27 sandwiches.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jonesy, suck it.
Being in Jersey and Jersey sucks, so the weather's probably going to be shitty for him. I'm going to go with 25.
So last year the winner did. I did 42. The winner did 45.
Dude, it doesn't matter. We're 0. We lost.
I was sitting there thinking, okay, like 60 hot dogs is a lot. Okay, one of those sandwiches has to be 2 hot dogs, right?
They're about the same weight, but you get less time, and they go down a little bit slower than the hot dogs. Actually,
a little slower.
Yeah.
Not very much, dude. 45.
Okay, hang on.
And the meat's so salty as well.
It's very yeah. That's another one where I got a good amount of like sweet drink mix. I tried chocolate milk there one time, and I dunked the sandwich in, and I did it. My body's like, yeah, you're never doing that again.
Dude, my body would have said.
Can you switch liquid out at that time though, or you just got to stick with it?
Most of my cups were juice. I only had one chocolate milk one. This is going to be a great idea.
Yeah.
This is good. Like I've outsmarted everyone. Why doesn't anybody else do this? Because it's dumb. That's what
Dude, I did the math. These dudes are smashing a tailor-made pork roll ham sandwich / bologna.
That is not a problem.
About one every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 5.625 that dude ate per minute. So about every
what?
Every 10 seconds. Could you imagine eating a like double McDonald's burger like every 10 seconds? Like whop, 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 gulp, gulp.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, like if you guys watch like if any of you guys are able to watch like a stream or whatever, like obviously Tony was at the qualifier last year. A good first minute for me is about 10 to 12 hot dogs in the first minute.
Yeah, dude, it's wild. There's so many moving parts. It's so fast. I tell you, I was like, we did that. I remember we did that video, and it was kind of like real. We're like, yeah. By the end, we're like, yeah.
Maybe stop.
But at the end, we're like, holy shit. Like, and then it's like they really ate. And that's why I tell people, it's like, you go to a hot dog eating contest, to watch someone eat 50 hot dogs. And then they eat 50 hot dogs. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Like it's crazy. I mean, it's impressive on the wildest level. It's so impressive.
Especially like I've watched several clips of yours. I tuned into Nathan's last year, all kinds of stuff. And bro, you just like get locked in the zone, and it's like you're not even there. And I'm just like, how? Just boom, getting it done. Just get it done. Take a drink. It's like
it's
like a machine,
bro. It's just wild. It's wild to watch.
I noticed too when like people send me pictures or I see all the pictures, like my eyes are closed, and
all the time.
All the pictures, my eyes are closed. Like, and so I just know where my hands are going, and I'll briefly open my eyes. But I think it's kind of like the Kevin Costner like clear the mechanism. Right. And for the love of the game, where it's just like I need to block everybody out. Like I don't know you. You like for that period of time, it's myself, the food, the MC doesn't exist. I only need to hear him when he's doing the countdown, and it's just okay. Bite, 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 swallow, dunk, rinse, swallow, dunk, ring out, swallow, bite, 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 and it's just. And maybe I'm just like going psychotic, but I'm talking to myself like the whole time because I can't. If I start paying attention to everything going on around me, it's not good. It's bad.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah,
that's so how you win eating competitions, ladies and gentlemen. Right there.
You don't think you got what it takes? You think you got what it takes? Well, Nick, man, it's good luck tomorrow at Memphis, man. Man, you travel fast from your dungeon to the Memphis, but good luck tomorrow, man. Give them hell, and hey, you're part of the Dude Network, and you can't be part of the Dude Network and not win the barbecue pork sliders contest. So no pressure.
Yeah, you got pressure at all. No pressure at all, guys. I'll do my best to make you. I will be, between my caffeine dose will be enough to get me zooted out of my gourd and.
Dude, seriously, man.
I can't wait to come see one.
I know. I'm so salty that I can't make tomorrow. Like I just know I'm there with you, dude, and I hope I hear a roar from Memphis in May. I'm gonna be cheering from you. I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be paying attention, man. I'm gonna be hyping you up everywhere along the way. We all are. We're so lucky to have you to hang out with us, dude, so much as you do. Thank you so much. One last time, roll off the red carpet, man. Where can people find you?
Oh, so hungrycouple.com or any social media at Nick Wehry, Wehry. Pretty easy to find. The guy with the goofy colored mohawk fanny pack and pit vipers and a lot of family pictures.
Nice Packer yellow, by the way. Nice Packer yellow.
Thanks.
Packer yellow.
So, all right, everybody, dudes. Tomorrow night it gets saucy. All I'm going to say is we've been getting into some fun, wild, interesting topics. Tune in tomorrow night, 9:00, to see what this week's topic is. And Sunday, another foodie show related to this one. We have Hoggie's Barbecue, the king of fusion, Texas style, but Ohio fusion, thriving in Columbus, but honoring the traditional fashion of barbecue. It's going to be a great foodie discussion in the world of barbecue. That's also Sunday at 9:00. We wish everybody the best. Nick, you're the best. Tell Mickey we wish her the best too. Bring home number 12. We got you guys, dudes and dudettes, united here on the Dude Network. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Let's go.